Just a word on trade agreements. We're going through the process of trying to make trade agreements at the moment, of course, as everybody knows, with the European Union and various other countries and the United States. But what we've got to bear in mind is a few things which sometimes mainstream media don't really understand and certainly don't report in the right way. That is the economy, the United Kingdom economy, and most economies, in point of fact, 90% of that is the butcher, the baker, the cab driver, the hairdresser, the dentist. It's internal. That's 90% of the economy is actually within the island itself here in the UK. So you have to be aware about who's actually negotiating for whom and why. Now, our negotiators, of course, are always politicians and civil servants who made a conscious decision at university, usually Oxford, not to go into commerce or trade. So the people actually negotiating on our behalf are, in point of fact, amateurs. And of course, whenever they get round to the table, the politicians and the civil servants, it becomes political. It becomes political baggage. So we know the European Union aren't really interested in a straightforward trade deal, which we'd all like. We all want one of those. They're interested in plundering our fishing waters. They're interested in making us subservient to their laws and their regulations. That's what really it's all about. We're trying to negotiate one with America at the moment. They're good. America's our friends and allies, but they're our biggest trading partner, single country trading partner, the United States. So it begs the question, why do we actually need a trade agreement with them? If things are going fine as they are, does it mean that we have an official trade agreement we'll get that political baggage? I suspect it might. Does it mean that we have to kowtow to the US State Department on their foreign policy, which is fairly militaristic and not necessarily in our interests? So beware the trade agreement because it comes with political baggage. And because those people around the table and the people behind them, which are usually international big business and banks, if you're one of the 90% watching this clip, believe me, nobody's negotiating on your behalf. No, I'm sorry, you're on your own.